Thanks for joining us, everyone. Today we have Michael Schwarz, the Managing Director of Northern Cobalt, on the phone. Mike, you've just announced a resource upgrade for your Stanton deposit. What can you tell us about today's news?
Thanks, Philip. I guess the main thing that we'd like to report today is that this is our first resource upgrade that we've undertaken with our own drilling. So we did release one with our prospectus late last year, but that was done mainly on 1990s drilling that was undertaken by CRA. So since then, we've hit the ground running and we've undertaken a drilling campaign where we've drilled out the Stanton Cobalt resource, and we've been able to increase the resource that was drilled by CRA by about 41%. So, we've been able to increase it significantly.
Thanks for that, Mike. And can you tell us what you've added in terms of tonnes and what extra contained cobalt that equates to?
Yes, sure, Philip. We've actually increased the amount of resource tonnes by 88%. So the old resource was about 500,000 tonnes, so 500,000 tonnes of cobalt mineralisation. We've been able to increase that to 942,000 tonnes. So while we've had a significant increase, it's about 88% increase in resource tonnes. The grade has dropped a little bit, so it's gone down from 1.7 to 1.3%. But what that means, though, is that the amount of contained cobalt has gone up quite a bit. So it's gone from 850 tonnes of contained cobalt in those resource tonnes to now it's 1,200 tonnes of contained cobalt. So that's an increase of 41% of contained cobalt.
And Mike, you've just touched on the cutoff grade, that it's come down a bit to 300 parts per million. Is there a reason for the overall lower grade?
Yeah, there's a pretty good reason for the lower cutoff grade. When we first did the initial resource based on the 1990s drilling, the price for cobalt in US dollars was about $23,000 a ton. Since that time, it's increased to between 94 and 95,000 US dollars per ton, which is a pretty significant increase. And because we're getting so many more dollars per ton, we're able to lower the lower cutoff grade from 500 ppm to 300 ppm. So that means we were able to increase the number of tons of resource, and by doing that, we increase the amount of contained cobalt.
And is the resource closed off at Stanton, or are we likely to see further drilling and then see an increase in total tonnes and contained cobalt?
Based on our drilling last year, there were several drill holes that drilled at the edge of the current resource that still contained good cobalt mineralisation within them. So we don't believe that the Stanton Cobalt resource is closed off. We believe it's still open in a northwesterly direction and also down towards the southeast. So it's well and truly open in a couple of directions, and we do plan to drill in those areas. So I would hope, with a bit of luck, that we'll be able to increase the amount of contained cobalt at the Stanton resource, and also increase the total tonnes from what we've reported today.
Now, we also understand that you're getting some metallurgical test work done. Can you let us know where you're at with that and when we expect to see some scoping study results?
Yes, we are undertaking metallurgy. We completed 10 diamond drill holes through the middle of the Stanton Cobalt deposit, and those holes have now been submitted for geochemical assay. We're in the process now of receiving those results back. When we've got all of those results, we will submit some of that drill core for metallurgy. So I would imagine within about a couple of months we should have the results of the metallurgy come back, and that will be testing to see what sort of concentration techniques we can use to make a cobalt concentrate. We're hoping that they will be techniques such as dense media separation, which have a very low capital expenditure. Our mineralisation is quite unique in the way that it lends itself to low capex requirements for beneficiation. So we're really looking forward to the results of the metallurgy, and probably about a month or two after that we'll have the results of the scoping study as well, which will tell us sort of what size deposit we'll need for it to be economic.
And final question for you today, Mike. We saw the recent cyclone gave Darwin a good lashing. Has your camp or drilling been impacted any way, or were you guys spared?
Very luckily, we were spared. So the The station that the project is on, the cattle station, is called Wollogorang, and it has been largely spared by the cyclones that have gone through both Darwin and down the Queensland coast. So compared to those regions, they've had very little in the way of heavy rainfall or strong weather. So we know that our camp is still in great shape, and we don't believe that our drilling will be delayed. We should be able to get out there on the ground late this month or early next month. So yeah, everything's pretty much going as planned on that front.
Well, there you have it, everyone. The latest news from Northern Cobalt. If you want to get the latest videos as they break, make sure you subscribe below and hit the like button if you want to see more videos like this. In the meantime, you can head over to our website, smallcaps.com.au, for all the latest news. Bye for now.